up, guys? What's up, fireyourtrainer.net? Welcome to today's video article. The 6 unexpected outcomes of getting fit or losing weight. These are 6 outcomes that I have experienced myself. If you've got additions to this list, please comment below. Number 1 for me, the least impactful of these, being that my shoe size went down. When I lost 70 pounds, I lost actually a half to 1 full shoe size. I've always thought that was really weird because I never think about my feet as holding a bunch of fat. Like they always just seem to look about the same. I was an 8 to an 8.5, and now I'm 7 to 7.5. How weird is that? That's just weird. Number 2, it's still hard for me to find clothes that fit. I don't have the same problems that I did then. Then I, couldn't find clothes that would fit my big belly and my big butt together, or I would rip jeans up the leg, or I'd rip jeans in the seam of the butt, or I couldn't get them buttoned. Now I have a hard time finding shirts that fit my shoulders because I've got some decent sized delts, especially women's dress clothes. I have a hard time finding things that fit my upper body well. Either they fit my shoulders and they're way blousy on my torso, or they fit my torso and they're super tight and cutting off circulation in my delts. My bottom half, my waist is much smaller now, but my butt is still not roughly the same size, but still real perky and bootyful. So now I have a hard time finding pants that will fit my butt but also fit my waist. So I go for a lot of stretchy jeans, or 9 days out of 10 you're gonna catch me in nothing but workout clothes just because they fit the best and they're the most comfortable. So beyond all of that, I have found that I eat more and I eat more consistently. That is a fucking revelation. I was eating on average probably around 16,000 calories in a week when I was way overweight. Now I'm eating 15 or 16,000 calories a week and I'm not. So how do you explain that? My activity level overall hasn't really changed. I was much more active through non-exercise calorie burn before. Now I'm more active through exercise calorie burn, but a lot less neat. So overall, my calorie burn is still about the same. But I have a feeling that what was keeping me so overweight was my eating patterns. I would starve, binge. Starve, binge. And then I'm sure one day in there at some point there was just a moderate calorie day where nothing exciting happened. On the days that I was starving myself, I was losing lean body mass and I was really hampering my metabolism. And on the days that I was binging, my metabolism wasn't going, it was still just kind of barely chugging along, and I was gaining a bunch of fat. And you say, that's impossible, how could that happen? I'm not talking about when I gained 70 pounds. I'm talking about when I was 70 pounds heavier and I was maintaining that 200-pound person. Not when I was coming up or going down. When I was coming up, I was grossly overeating and I was way less active. I remember it clearly. I was working in telecommunications. I was working 12 to 14-hour shifts. I was working nights and I was eating like a monster. So on the way up, I was way underactive and way overeating. But when I got there, that's what I'm talking about, is 16,000 calories a week and eating very poorly. So it was keeping me there. I didn't come back down doing that either. I came back down by severely undereating. So it's basically like the 6 months that it took me to gain 70 pounds are the same 6 months that it took me to lose 70 pounds. So I went way up. I hovered there for probably 8-10 years and then boop, came back down. And now I'm maintaining with roughly the same number of calories that it took me to maintain 70, or well, at this point, 50 pounds plus. So just thought that was super interesting. I noticed that my social anxiety for a long period of time got a lot worse. Anxiety in general, actually, but social anxiety specifically got a lot worse. I was getting a lot more positive attention from friends and coworkers, and strangers would come up to me, and I noticed guys would hit on me where they hadn't really ever before. I had no idea how to deal with the attention. I had no idea how to deal with those changes. I was completely unprepared. I started losing weight because I couldn't remember the last time that I'd been hit on by a guy originally. But I was still with my fiance at the time. But I started the whole journey because I couldn't remember the last time that I'd been hit on by a guy, and I wanted that to change. I wanted to feel attractive. I wanted to feel sexy. And I couldn't remember that. I just felt like a blub. Like, I just felt like a non-person. The initial attempts to lose weight were never very successful, but after I split up with my fiance, we had this horribly unhealthy codependent relationship with food. After we split up and I did lose all the weight, I was not prepared to deal with the change. I wasn't prepared to deal with guys flirting with me. That's something I never anticipated. And you would think, oh, well, you know, what's the big deal? But when you have social anxiety, you layer on flirtations and like different levels, like the nuance of interpersonal relationships on that like romantic level. That takes social anxiety and just throws it out the window. Like, you don't even know what to do. And I've never been very good at dealing with guys flirting with me anyway. I'm just like, oh, he's a bro. No, he's trying to get you in bed. No, what do you mean? He's just like, bro. But I didn't know how to deal with that. And I've always been the bro. Like, I've never been a girl. And so when I did lose weight and all of a sudden people were flirting with me or like complimenting me on my weight loss or whatever, I didn't know how to deal with it. It was weird. It just made my heart race. I would start sweating. I didn't know, what to say. It's kind of like when someone says, I like your outfit, and you go, oh, thanks, I got it at Marshall's for $7. Like you just word vomit. Some guy says, hey girl, can I have your number? And I'm just like, oh, you think I'm attractive? Like, I don't know what to do right now. Like, do I give you my number? Do I not give you my number? Do I find you attractive? What should I do? Like, freaking the fuck out. So final one, last one. I don't know what to do without the struggle. That's so weird. I've never not struggled against my weight or to build muscle. Never. What would I do if I decided to maintain? And I think that so many of us go our entire lives struggling to lose weight. It's a pretty common occurrence that you look backward in your pictures and you say, oh man, I wish I was the kind of fat that I was when I was 19. But think about it. When you were 19, you were still trying to lose weight. Now you're 46 and you're still trying to lose weight. What would you do if you could just be content? How would that feel? Imagine it. It's pretty commonly known that without struggle, we generate our own struggles. So when life is good, we still generate struggle. We need the struggle to develop those goal-based reward pathways. We need struggle in our lives. But what would you do if your weight was okay? Where would you create struggle? What new goals could you create? Who would you be without weight struggle? I don't think there's ever been a point in my life where I've felt okay with my weight. I'm getting there now. Really, really happy with where I am right now. What's gonna happen on the other side of that? What am I gonna start struggling against next? Don't have the answers to any of this, just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. I've got a lot of anxiety to deal with and trauma from the past, and I've been coping with that, and I notice the longer I feel safe and the longer I feel content with where my body is headed, the less I'm focused on it, the more I'm freeing my emotion to deal with other things. It's a relief and it's exhausting at the same time. I don't really know how that works. This is taking kind of a deep turn, but yeah. So my unexpected outcomes of getting fit. Feet got smaller. I still have a hard time finding clothes that fit. I eat more and more consistently than I did ever when I was just straight fat. I didn't immediately feel better about myself after I did lose weight. I still felt fat no matter what. My social anxiety got a lot worse initially and then got better as I learned new coping mechanisms. I don't know where I would be without this struggle. Without the struggle of losing weight, where would you be? If you've got any ideas or you have some things to add to this list, please comment below. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all of the social media things. Come to fireyourtrainer.net. Find me, find my journey, follow my journey, subscribe, and let's get better together. Thanks, guys.